Hey yo, what's up everybody? It's StretchD.Best. Y'all know the rest. We back with another manga review for One Piece chapter 1145. Jesus, that.
Cover story?
Huh?
Cover story?
Did I even look at the cover? Oh yeah, Ulti holding page one.
Is what? Yeah, so what if, right? What if Yamato? What if when she leaves Wado, it's like on her old crew type shit and like they're her commanders. Ulti page what?
Page one, he gotta go. I ain't gonna hold you. Ulti? Ulti? I would like that. Cause I ain't gonna hold you. Page one has done nothing significant. Ulti at least clashed with Luffy.
Well, if page one's not dead, he's going. Ulti's going where page one goes. So if they both go, if one of them goes, the other's going.
I get that, but page one has done nothing. Like, bro, you got beat up with
Wait, who's?
Sanji,
I
but
forgot
you
who's.
got beat up by Sanji without the suit. He didn't even have to use the
Okay,
suit,
Sanji's tough though. Sanji's still tough though.
huh?
We lost without the suit, technically.
Well, yeah, you're right, but still, you lost to Sanji.
Alright, you stop disrespecting Sanji. I don't like this. Like I ain't the biggest Sanji for
I'm
myself.
not.
Sanji might know me.
I'm not.
You
This.
talking
No,
like
no, no, no,
Sanji?
no. You
You,
taking it
no,
too.
you disrespect. You're talking like Sanji's a fucking bum. You're talking like he's fucking like three times skip Usopp or something. That's how you talking right now.
No,
You
I'm
lost to
just
Sanji.
saying
He's weak
though.
as fuck. That's how you
Like,
talk. That's how you
I'm just
talk.
saying, you lost to Sanji without the upgrades, without no modifications, just plain old regular Sanji. That's what I'm saying. You lost to the
I
you
be like
lost
that.
to the third strongest.
You like that though. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, okay, okay,
He's close to
okay,
Zoro and strength. You
okay,
feel me?
Nate.
The right and left wing, they need to be the same weight. Sanji's very close to
Right,
Zoro.
I'm just saying though, you bro. Let's be honest. Zoro is stronger than Sanji. Let's be honest here. It's a fact. Let's not do this. Let's not do this. Let's not do this. Please don't do this, Nate.
Equal,
They're not equal.
equal,
They're not even close to
equal,
equal.
equal,
They're not
equal.
equal. I promise you that right now. It's gonna be a close fight, but I promise you, Zoro will cut Sanji down.
Equal.
Just all right. Just be lucky Zoro wasn't in whole cake. Just be lucky Zoro wasn't in whole cake.
Zoro would have done nothing.
You sound stupid.
No, don't cap his orders.
Sanji
If he would have
lucky
told
it
him
was
not to do
Nami.
nothing,
Sanji lucky it was Nami and not Zoro.
cap his orders.
Cause if
Cap
Zoro
his
was
orders.
there, your boy
And
would
now
have
he's
got
still
cut.
not fighting.
Mm,
Zoro's still not.
mm,
Zoro's not gonna fight him.
mm.
I promise you, Zoro's not gonna fight
Ashura. That's all it would have took. Ashura. Mm.
him. Okay. I'm lying straight to our team fight outside though. You're lying straight to your team fight.
I'm just saying though. But I'm saying my point is you lost to Sanji. At least Orti clashed with Luffy.
Stop saying it like that, bro, because you're making it sound like Sanji weak. Sanji by no means is weak. That's what's
I
getting at me
never,
right now. Like
I never
Sanji's
said it
strong
was
as
weak,
fuck. You talking like he is. You talking like you lost to Sanji.
bro. What? You didn't even. You lost to Sanjuro. How about that? You lost to Sanjuro. You lost to.
Bro, Sanji by then was still strong as a bitch, bro. Like he was still strong
But
as a
I'm
bitch, bro.
saying page one is supposed to be a Toby Ropo.
Hey, not all the Topi Ropos could be like that, bro. They're not like the first, second, third commanders. Think about it. You're having a second commander go against like a fifth commander, bro.
Yeah,
I'd expect Sanji
but
to
you
win
gotta
that.
remember too. Kaido said if because they had to at least be able to compete with the commanders on Kaido's crew because Kaido said if one of y'all was to kill King or Queen, y'all take their spot,
Or Jack. Or Jack.
huh?
Or Jack.
We're not counting Jack. We're not gonna count Jack.
If they kill Jack, they could took his spot.
But I'm just saying, Kaido must have thought at least some of them were able to compete. Page one is not competing with nobody.
And even for doing that with Sanji, bro, Queen wasn't fucking with Sanji like that, bro. Once Sanji got out of his own fucking head, he whooped his ass. I'm
I'm
talking
not
pure belt.
disregarding Sanji though. That's the thing.
You are. You literally are. Oh, you lost to Sanji. You're pretty much saying you lost to Sanji of all people. You could have lost to this character. You could have lost to this character. Nah, you lost to Sanji. You done bummed for
He
that. That's how
didn't,
you
bro.
saw. That's
You
literally how you
lost to
saw.
a Sanji with no modifications, no upgrades. And he didn't even use
And he
hockey.
was still like that. Sanji was still like that.
I'm just saying. You lost to a Sanji with no hockey and no modifications.
Anyway, I'm putting stop talking like Sanji weak though. Stop talking like
I'm not
Sanji weak,
saying,
bro.
yo, you take it. Why you take it? I literally just said
You could talk
Sanji
about
didn't even use hockey.
you could talk about how he struggled against like Usopp and fucking Nami or something. You could talk about that.
Oh my god.
You could talk about that.
Oh my god. I'm just all I did was say he lost to a Sanji with no hockey.
But before that, you was talking like Sanji above, and then you went back to talking like he above.
Oh my god. No
You
one's
went
saying
back
Sanji a bum.
to talking like.
He, I'll say he not stronger than Zoro, but he not a bum.
But I'm saying you're saying he lost to Sanji. Like that's pretty much what you're doing.
Bro,
That's pretty much
okay, you want me to talk about how he lost? I wasn't even going to do it. Yes, he struggled against Usopp and Nami, two of the weak trio. How you struggle against two of the weak trio?
Nami got Zeus though. She got Emperor's weapon. Respect Nami. My goat.
Usopp
Or
was
one
the
of them.
one that shot at him.
I don't know. I just want to hype up Nami.
Yo, Usopp was the one that stopped him. You got stopped. Hold on, you got stopped by Usopp. Let's think about that. You got stopped by Usopp. And you a Topi Ropo? The nigga Frankie fought
maybe
was
it was
stronger than that.
maybe Usopp just like that, bro. Maybe he's sleeping. Maybe he's like the third strongest straw hat or something, or the second
Page
strongest straw
one
hat
being an
behind Luffy,
Usopp
bro.
victim is the worst thing about it. Like,
But, but yeah, I think it'd be gas if they joined. Like if Yamato had them join her crew or some shit. That shit would be fire.
yeah, but page one gotta be like a fodder. He gotta be fodder. I'm sorry, I can't put him.
You could get stronger. Characters in One Piece always be getting stronger, bro. Always do.
Bro, I'm just you struggled with Usopp and Nami, and then lost to a Sanji with no hockey.
Uh, but back to the chapter. Looks like the sling ain't. No, he's fucking from Big Mom shit. I thought the devil fruit shit until they said it was what a Big Mom told me.
Yeah. Shit. Man, bro.
But
Fucking
Sanji dis
I was just gonna skip
Sanji
the
dis
end.
Zoro was hilarious. Sanji dis Zoro was hilarious.
Man, we ain't gonna
See
talk about that.
broccoli soaring.
We ain't gonna talk about
Of
that.
course, Zoro broccoli for like the next two videos.
Yo,
Broccoli
yo,
cut that
yo, yo, yo,
monster
yo, yo,
in
yo, yo, yo,
half.
Nate. Put respect on my boy name, alright?
Broccoli cut the monster in half, and then broccoli and Sanji, you know, they bring the food to and stuff, you know.
Broccoli. Broccoli.
Obviously, that's what he got his new name, broccoli.
Fuck you. His name will not be. Put some respect on Zoro's name, bruh.
I'll call him broccoli for like the next three videos, okay? It's gonna be a non-stop thing now. Until that after this break week until the next one. That's when how long I'm gonna be calling broccoli, okay?
And Why this nigga Luffy trying to kill Loki?
Nah, that shit been funny, bro. 'Cause that shit was that entire sequence of him trying to give him food and soup and shit. That shit was funny as
Hey
fuck.
yo, no Diddy. That nigga sticking a whole piece of meat in his mouth like that's crazy. Like that's crazy.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. And look at Loki becoming a Straw Hat might be back on, bro. Luffy sharing food with Loki. He's sharing food with Loki. Be so serious, bro. Be so serious. He's sharing Bucket D. Luffy is sharing food.
I mean, he shared food before.
Oh no!
He shared food with Otama. He shared food with Momo.
Momo, both of them damn near Straw Hats. Like they pretty much his alliance. I ain't gonna hold you. They're friends of his.
I mean, you can't say that because that makes everybody a part of the alliance.
I was gonna say because Momo fucking literally traveled with him, and Taba gave him food in the first place. Honestly, part of the motivation, the boost for Luffy was Tama because he seen how she was living.
But he shared food with people before. Like, it's not like it's his first time.
Hey man, it's a rare thing, you know what I'm saying? And it's meat too of all things, you feel me? It's his favorite. What he say to Jinbei, bro? What he say to Jinbei and Fishman about being a hero?
Oh, he said heroes don't share. Okay, okay, I see what you're saying.
I got that
Heroes
shit
don't
from
share
the
their
idea
meat with
the
Diddy. That's crazy.
I see the Fishman. I see someone else bring up the Fishman Island shit, but yeah. Either way, Loki. Straw Hat and Jenna
But,
back on? I don't know.
but damn, Luffy, he gonna choke on. He gonna die from choking on the food before you revive him.
He poured Bernie soup on him, bro. He really Luffy got no common sense, bro. He has zero common
Yo,
sense.
the nigga gonna choke on the food before you fucking heal him.
Ooh.
Like, not everybody body is made out of rubber and could just stuff food in their mouth.
I think I honestly, yeah, no, he's the only one.
Yeah, I was about
I'm
to
about
say
to try to
he's the
bullshit.
only. Well, Katakuri.
Oh, he doesn't really show. He just does a little donut, shows a whole donut hole.
Yeah, but he could fit.
But
No, pause, but he could fit multiple in his mouth.
bro, no one's fucking thinking like that. You dirty bitch. I promise you. I promise you.
But,
I promise you, no one's thinking like that.
bro, I promise you, if I
And
didn't say pause, the comment section would have been like, oh, whoa, Diddy, 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 Diddy.
they probably say pause, bro, but that's comments, bro. Interactions, bro, for your video. It'll boost
Exactly.
it.
That's all I'm saying, pause.
So you should let it happen.
Nah,
You should let it
I'm
happen.
saying
Let
pause.
the engagement boost the
I
video.
mean, they gonna
Let the
say it
engagement.
anyways. It ain't really gonna make a difference.
They said, when's the last time you got a comment on your video?
Damn.
I haven't got. I'm just
Eventually,
saying.
it's gonna get there. I've gotten comments on my videos before.
I haven't got one in a while either, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Let them comment. Let it happen. Let it
They
come.
gonna comment either way it goes, though. Like anybody who, if anybody who actually watches the video all the way through, somebody gonna be like, oh, somebody gonna laugh at it. Even if they don't comment, somebody's gonna laugh at it.
uh, let the comment happen, though, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Let the comments happen.
I guess.
No
But
one, but I promise you, no one's thinking like that, bro. You just
I'm
dirty.
not the only one that you know. I'm not the only one in the world that thinks like that, right?
I don't know, man.
It's a whole bunch of people. I promise you.
Your times, because
I
we know you're
promise
old.
you.
We know
If
you're
you
old.
had said that to
Maybe
anybody that's watching this video, tell this man Nate. If I had said that to y'all in person, y'all would have been like, "Yo, bro, say pause." I need y'all to comment down that. I need y'all to comment that down into the.
The only one that was warranted. The only one that was warranted was the first one. That's the only. That's the only pause that was warranted. The meat in the mouth one. That one definitely needed a pause. That
So
one
you
definitely
telling
needed.
me saying he could fit all of them in his mouth is not a pause?
I was thinking like that.
That's not
I was thinking
a.
like
That's
that.
not a pause though. Is that not? So if
I'm
I
not
had
thinking.
said,
No, I
so if
wouldn't
I
have.
could, Nate, hold on, way off topic. But if I had told you, oh, this dude could fit such and such all in his mouth with no context.
There's context, Deshaun. There's context.
There
There's
wasn't
context,
context.
bro. There is context. If I clip it, it's out of context. I should. As a matter of fact, I might do that. I might do that. I might do that. I might do that. I might do that, bro. I'm gonna cut out the no Diddy shit. It's just gonna be no context.
Yo, you an asshole for that. Yo, but anyways, back to the topic, back to the chapter. Yo, I ain't gonna hold you. Jinbei gotta be one of the most clutch characters ever. Like,
Finally, he ain't do shit since in Egghead, so I'm happy to see that he did something here, bro. He ain't do shit in Egghead.
bruh.
At Egghead, he was gone like that.
But
This, this,
nah,
this is Jinbei Egghead.
anything that they do that gotta do with the sea, Jinbei always comes in clutch with it.
Anything that needs water.
Yeah, he always come in clutch. At Impel Down, when they couldn't get to the warships, Jinbei came in clutch for that. That same shoulder throw too.
Yeah, shit was elite. Hey, but to the real topic at here, Gunko pulled up.
Yeah.
And you know who's there? Jinbei, Usopp, Nami, and Brook. One of y'all better do something. I need one of y'all to do. I look at you, Usopp, but then I realize Jinbei there. You feel me? I'm looking at Usopp. I'm like, Usopp. That was my first thought. I seen Usopp. But I really want Brook to do something because he needed one-on-one, right? But I don't think Brook gonna do nothing. And I was like, Usopp, this could be your time to shine. And then I was scared and I was like, wait, is Jinbei there? He's there. Jinbei. If anyone's gonna fight her, it's gonna be Jinbei.
Yeah. If anything, ooh, that would be a good fight.
They could jump her though. Like Jinbei, Nami, they all could jump her ass.
Nah. We ain't doing that. This ain't JJK, boy. We don't jump Kaizen over here. We don't do no jump jutsu over here.
We jump Kaizen all the time. Why are we lying? We jump Kaizen all the fucking time. We jump Kaizen all the time. We jump Kaizen every fucking hardcore.
How we jump Kaizen all the time? Most of the fights be one-on-one.
Luffy and Law versus Doflamingo. Jump Kaizen versus Kaido. That shit was Jump Kaizen times 10. That shit was the definition of Jump Kaizen.
Luffy did get a one-on-one though.
But it was still Jump Kaizen.
Bro.
It was still Jump Kaizen.
Plus he had Big Mom backing him up too. Let's not act like she wasn't there.
Okay, 2v like 10, bro. Still Jump Kaizen. It's still Jump Kaizen. It's still Jump Kaizen.
What 10? What 10? There's not 10. You had Luffy, Zoro, Killer.
I'm over exaggerating it.
Bruh.
The Scabbards. Whatever the fuck they called.
They had to jump Kaido. And even when they did, they ain't do no damage.
They say they jumped him and they did do damage.
Okay, they barely did damage.
They did do damage.
And
then he got jumped again after that. Kaido ran the gauntlet.
Y'all don't have it. Y'all not like that.
And
Y'all
technically,
pussy.
Luffy Luffy was jump Kaizen in okay. And Robin, Brook, oh not Robin, Brook, Nami, Chopper, and Usopp tried to jump Saturn to help save Robin. So that's a little bit
Did it
of a
work?
jump
Did it
Kaizen right there.
work?
They
Did
ain't
it
really do
work?
much.
Did it work? No, it didn't.
No, but still,
Hold on,
still
hold
jump
on.
Kaizen.
Did
It's
Luffy
still jump
not
Kaizen.
pull a reverse
It's still
jumping?
jump Kaizen.
Did Luffy not pull a reverse jumping?
They jump Kaizen Luffy. And jump Kaizen still happened. Jump Kaizen
But
still
did it
happened. It
not get
just was
reversed?
reversed.
Did it not get reversed?
Don't matter. It was still jump Kaizen. It was still jump Kaizen at
It's
the end of the
only
day.
count as jump Kaizen if it actually works. You can't call it jumping if it don't work. That's like saying
You can.
that's like somebody jumping you. A bunch of like five niggas try to jump you, but you beat their ass. That's not a jump.
I still got
Y'all,
jump. I still got jump.
y'all got y'all ass whooped.
They jumped me, but I still won. That just it looks better on me, but I still got
I
jumped
don't count
at the
that
end of
as
the
a
day.
jumping. I can't count.
I count that shit
I
as
can't count
that's
that as
getting jump.
the only way I can count it as a jumping if it works. I can't say you jumped me if it didn't work.
You can.
I can't say that
You
because then
can.
you didn't jump me. Your jump didn't work.
You have to agree to disagree, bro, because that's fucking. You're getting jumped either way. Anything past a 1v1 is jumping, bro. Anything past a 1v2 and on is jumping.
Bro,
No
I'm
matter
sorry, I
the
can't.
fucking
But
context.
I understand what you're saying. But if it don't work, how can you call it jumping? You didn't jump me. You can't say you jumped me.
You jumped him, then you just lost. You still jumped him, you just lost, bro. Like just because the jumping wasn't unsuccessful doesn't mean it. Just because it was
I'm
unsuccessful doesn't
sorry.
mean
I
it's not
feel like
jumping.
you had to take away from that. I feel like you have to take away.
I can't. You're
You
still getting
can't say
jumped.
you jumped me if I beat y'all ass. Just say I beat y'all ass.
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing. They're not gonna tell that story. The people doing the jumping not gonna tell that story. You're gonna tell that story. You gonna be like, yo, these motherfuckers. Tell me why these motherfuckers jump me. I did this me. I did this me. I beat all they ass, bro. I took one down. I hit this fat dude on the back of his knee. I said, boom, hey, all that, bro. You're gonna be the one describing you getting jumped. They're trying to
But
jump me. That's what you can say.
I'm not going to say, me personally, okay, this is probably a personal thing then. Me personally, I'm not going to say I got jumped. I'm like, them niggas tried to jump me, but I beat their ass.
They tried to jump you, but they jumped you. You know what I mean? They
No,
jumped
they
you. You know what I
tried
mean?
to
Like
jump
they,
me. I say they tried to jump me.
even if, cause I think I'd say that too, bro. But like at the end of the day, they still jumped you. You know what
Nah,
I mean? Like,
they attempted to jump me, but it was unsuccessful, so therefore, y'all didn't jump me. Y'all attempted to do so, and I'll beat y'all ass. That's what Luffy did. The Gorosei attempted to jump Luffy, because for some reason they thought numbers meant more than strength, but get that shit out your mind. And Luffy beat their ass. He just couldn't find it.
Luffy did get gassed until the Giants gave him some food. Actually, technically did do something, by the way.
The only reason they did that happen is because they're immortal, and Luffy couldn't find an actual reason to put them down, or an actual way to
No,
put them
yeah,
down.
it still worked. You can't take away their
You
abilities.
you
It still worked.
bro. That's like because there's a difference. Just because you're immortal, just because you're immortal doesn't mean you can't be beaten.
So he didn't beat them.
He did beat them.
He didn't.
He did.
He had to run. He technically had to run away, and he got gas too. He needed food from the Giants.
Because their immortality was saving them. You you're defending the
But
Gorosei? Are you serious?
oh, okay, but that Luffy technically did beat them at the end of the day.
He
Like
did
he
beat them.
didn't beat them. He was whooping their ass. I give you that. He was putting paws on them. He ain't fully win.
They
It's more of a
couldn't
draw than
fuck with
anything.
him.
But Ants don't give him food. He's sitting there.
Like I said,
He's
bro, without that immortality, they're not fucking with Luffy. They're not. They have no
also
actual.
also he could have do that. Other two, Saturn and the fucking worm or whatever, or whoever else was there, he was fighting. They were bugs. But Workery, he could do damage to Workery. Or at least I don't know. He did hit him in Gear 5, but
I
still,
was
it
about to
hurt his
say he
head.
only
Even
hit him
Kai,
with a Gear 3
he,
attack.
he that's an attack that hurt Kaido though. You feel me? That's an attack that hurt Kaido. So that's something. That's something.
Okay,
But
I guess. I
like Kaido had fuck her, and Kaido said, "I'm dodging that shit." That's what Kaido said. I'm dodging that shit.
I don't know. I just saying, just cause you immortal doesn't mean you can't be beat.
I mean, they weren't beat though. Like, yeah, they can be beat. There's gonna be a way to beat them. They're gonna lose eventually, but we don't know. They weren't beat.
They were beaten.
They weren't
They
defeated.
were beaten. They failed the mission anyways.
I'm talking about like in the fight itself. Obviously, they failed the mission, but
They were beaten. Luffy beat their ass. Their ass got beat
but
by Luffy. Yeah, Luffy got taxed out, but let's be honest, that's only because of the immortality. And Luffy's Gear 5 has a time limit. Let's not try to make it seem like they did something to him. Like they were squaring up with him or something. No, Saturn was getting tossed like a pancake and got his poison ball swatted back at him. Let's not
okay, we're not.
let's not do that. Come on now, Nate. You defending the Gorosei is crazy right now. The fact that
I'm not.
the fact that I gotta defend Luffy against you is crazy right now.
I'm look. I hate to say, bro. I'm just saying they didn't lose. Like that. Like yeah, they failed their mission, but like the fight itself, they technically didn't lose.
How they
Like
didn't lose? How they
Luffy
didn't lose?
did. I guess
What
you
did
can
they
say
do to
they.
Luffy that besides the only thing the duration of the fight is what got Luffy gassed out, not fighting the Gorosei.
But Luffy, but Luffy not being able to take them down. Like you can't just take away someone's ability. You feel me? You
I'm
can't
not
take that shit
taking
away.
away their ability. I'm just saying the duration of the fight is what caused Luffy to gas out. It's not like they knocked Luffy out of Gear 5 or they did some crazy shit where Luffy couldn't handle them.
Yeah, but you know, he said he did defeat them. That's all I'm getting at. He did. He technically did defeat them.
I feel like he did. I feel like they defeated them. A defeat is a
Um,
failure to the enemy is a victory to us. That's a defeat.
like the Shaw has won and shit. Luffy. Well, technically, Luffy didn't achieve his goal either. Vegapunk died. That was Luffy's goal. Luffy
I mean,
also didn't
Vegapunk
achieve his goal there,
technically
but
did live.
I tell you, okay, that's bullshit. But you know, Luffy, that's bullshit.
I mean, come on now, Nick. It's in. Technically, he is alive.
Either way, though, yeah, I don't know, bro. I'm just saying the fight itself, like no one technically won that fight.
And the whole point of the fight wasn't even to fully put them down. The whole point was to hold them off, keep them at bay. And that's what Luffy did. That's exactly what Luffy did.
Nah, Evans carried because they was right there, bro. Evans said, "Bye
Either way it go,
bye."
a failure to the enemy is a victory to us.
Either way, yeah, I don't know. I still call it jumping, no matter how you want to slice it. Look, Luffy was putting the paws on them and shit. You know what I'm saying? It was Luffy gas. They had to jump him though to even stand a chance. Tanner
I
couldn't fuck
can't
with Luffy
say
in
that
that
you
outfit.
jumped me if it wasn't successful. Now, if you jump me and y'all whoop my ass, then that's a jump. Yeah, y'all jump me. But y'all attempted to jump me and it wasn't successful, then you didn't jump me. I just beat y'all ass
What is it?
after
It's
y'all
just a
tried
fight.
to. Y'all tried. That's the key word. Y'all tried to jump me. Y'all attempted to jump me. Y'all made an attempt, and that attempt was very unsuccessful.
So they did a jump Kaizen Gojo in Shibuya. I call bullshit.
They didn't jump who?
I call bullshit. Gojo
They did jump Gojo because
specifically
they won. They got what they wanted.
specifically specifically Jogo and the one dude. Who was the other dude he was fighting? The fucking Chi dude.
Oh, then
Jump
no, no,
Kaiser right
then
there.
no, they
Those two are
didn't jump
jumping.
him.
That's jumping, bro. That's literally jumping. They got their ass beat. They still jump Kaiser though. That's still a jump
So
Kaiser.
you talking about just Gojo, Jogo and Hanami? You're not including
Yeah,
Gato.
yeah.
Then no, that's not jumping.
Jump Kaiser, bro. That's
That's
straight
not
jump Kaiser.
jumping.
They suck.
That's
They
that's
failed,
an
but it's jump.
that's
It's
an
jump.
attempt to jump. That's an attempt to jump somebody. They attempted to jump Gojo.
So what do you call it then? What do we call it? What
An
do we call it
attempt.
then? Yeah, just
That's
an
what you
attempt.
call it. An
What's
attempt.
this? I'm not calling it. They jumped it,
You
bro.
tried. You made
They
an
jumped it, bro.
effort. You tried to jump me. It just didn't work, so you didn't jump me. I just beat y'all ass. That's what you call a one versus multiple fight. But that's not a jumping. That's like saying
Calling
that's
that
like
shit.
saying the Shinobi Alliance jumped Madara.
They
Come
did.
on now. Come on. Nate. Nate.
They
Nate.
did. They
Nate.
did. They
They
did jump it.
attempted to jump Madara. The five
Like the
Kage
five Kage
attempted to jump
jumped it.
Madara.
The five
But you
Kage
know
jumped his
what?
shit.
Madara actually pulled a reverse jumping. Literally. He gave them each 5 Susanos, which is insane.
That is insane. But still, he was getting jumped. Just cause he won doesn't mean he wasn't getting jumped. He was
They
still getting jumped.
attempted to jump him. That's the key
He
word.
was still getting jumped.
Attempted and tried. Doing something and trying something are two different things.
He was getting jumped by the five Kage because
Bro, they
for a
attempted
little
to
bit
they attempted to jump him. And then they wasn't even jumping
they
him.
cooked
They
for a
was
little,
jumping his
little bit.
clone.
They cooked for a little
They
little
was
bit.
jumping
So
his clone. Stop that.
I'm just saying the five Kage jumped his shit.
They
They
didn't
definitely jumped.
jump
I'd say they
shit.
jumped his.
They jumped his
Just because he
clone.
won. Just because he won.
They jumped
Just
his
cause,
clone.
okay, they jumped it.
They
They
jumped
still
his
jumped him
clone.
though. They
They
still
jumped his
jumped him.
clone.
Okay, they
They
jumped the
didn't
clone.
jump him.
I don't remember it being clone because I haven't watched it in mad fucking long. But
They jumped his
the fight,
clone.
they still jumped the clone. So what? Cool.
They
They
jumped the
jumped it, bro.
clone. That's
They
it.
still
They
jumped.
jumped the
They
clone.
still,
They
they
didn't
still
even
jumping.
touch
They
Madara.
still jumping.
They didn't even touch
All right,
Madara.
let's get off the jumping topic. Because
My
I ain't
point
gonna hold
is,
you. I'm probably gonna
I
call
don't
up
think they're
and
gonna jump Gunko. I think Jinbei and Gunko just gonna
because
fight.
because that jumping shit, that jumping conversation was like 10 minutes, bro. I'm cutting that. I'm cutting some of that out. I ain't gonna cut it all out, but I'm cutting some of that
Bruh.
out. I think they're gonna jump kind of. Unless you think Jinbei, unless you think Jinbei is matching Gunko. Unless you think he's matching Gunko, I think they jump.
Yeah, but is Chopper and Nami really gonna make much of a difference?
The Straw Hats, first of all, don't disrespect my girl Nami like that, right? Right. She got Zeus, alright? Zeus fried a Seraphim. Now the Seraphim recovered and healed
I
from it.
don't know,
It,
bruh. It's
it
just I
Zeus
don't know.
fried a
I
Seraphim.
don't know. I don't know. Maybe maybe they might
And
support.
and my he's probably not gonna go monster point here, but Chopper fucking made Queen bleed, cough out blood. So although people try to erase that shit, but
Well,
like
we
it ain't
gotta see.
happened.
We
But
gotta
he
see what
killed.
Gunko could actually do to a person that's not chained up.
I my thing is, it really depends if you think Jinbei's gonna like actually fuck with her or not. If Jinbei could actually fuck with her, either we gotta put Jinbei in different combos or Gunko not as strong as like you thought she was. Like you thought the Holy Knights were. It's one or
Honestly,
the other. Either Jinbei just like that.
hold on. First of all, I think let's get it correct. I don't think the Holy Knights are built like that. I think Shamrock is the one I'm hyping up.
You were hyping up the Holy Knights until like their powers were revealed. Really, once their powers were revealed,
No, I
you were
said
hyping
their
up Gunko and
powers
stuff
are
too.
pretty are are going to be tough to get around. That's what I said.
No, you were hyping them up until the shit was revealed. Until the shit was revealed, you were hyping up. I could probably go find clips, bro. Don't make me go find clips, bro.
Go find
Because
clips.
you were talking highly on the Gorse. You were hyping them boys up, or not the Gorse, the Holy Knights. You were hyping them up.
Garling, Shamrock. I said because Garling went to Gorse level. That's why I was hyping him
You
up,
you were you were hyping up the Holy Knights like crazy, bro, for like multiple videos.
bro. Because
It
look,
wasn't just the
you
one
got to
video.
think. Garling was the only Holy Knight. Was one of the only was a Holy Knight when he fought in God Valley.
But yeah, bro,
They gotta be
you were hyping up
no.
the Holy
They
Knights.
have to be
That's my
somewhere
point.
comparable to that. Whether it's weaker or stronger, they gotta be within that range.
So Jinbei level not in that range, bro. And if he fought anyone tough, Jinbei level not. Jinbei strong. He's you feel me?
Right.
Ignore the bounties. You feel me? Actual strength wise, he's ignore the bounties.
But I feel like
But
also Jinbei is gonna try to take this fight somewhere else where no one's gonna get hurt. Cause you forget Colin is on this shit too.
I guess we'll see. I don't know. But no, but it could be like a shit. Not Jinbei and Nabi actually might work very well together because the water, a lot of series of water, to get them something wet, and then a lightning attack, you usually do more damage.
Right, but you know what else Gunko could use them arrows? Cause I'm pretty sure I think I know what her arrows can do. I don't know how much you remember Demon Slayer.
What make it change the direction of the attacks? Is that what you about to say?
Yeah, I'm thinking something like
Also,
that.
I remember arrow do fight. I remember the ability. I just remember the arrow shit though. It was like a dodgeball or some shit.
Yeah.
If I remember that correctly.
What if Gunko's ability is like that, but like 10 times more? That's gonna be a problem
I
to
guess we'll
deal
see.
with. Cause if she could just reverse anything right back at them, how
But
you going?
but
How you hit something like that?
a solo dub for I think they definitely dub for that. I ain't gonna hold you
Huh?
because they're gonna try to off guard her with an attack.
Try, yeah. It probably got to be like she got to be like it got to be visible to her or something in order for her to redirect the attack.
But yeah, if Jinbei does a one on one, bro, I'll be hyped because I've been waiting for Jinbei to do something forever, bro. I guess he beat Who's Who, but other than that, and that fight was kind of mediocre.
Yo, like
But yeah,
imagine like if
Jinbei did something to Chappie. Jinbei did do something to Chappie. But
um,
I still want to see a cool fight from it.
imagine if Jinbei like threw like a tidal wave at her and like she made a hurricane out of that bitch. Like used her arrows to spin the shit around, bro.
You mean like a fuck? What's that shit called? A whirlpool?
Yeah, bro.
That could be
With
yes.
her arrow abilities, it's kind of endless on what she can do with them.
What if Jinbei made like a tsunami or some shit one day? You know how gas that shit would be. Never do that, but that would be gas.
That would be gas. And then she gonna reverse that motherfucker like, nigga. Send it right back at his ass.
Either way though, you were hyping up the Holy Knights, and you were hyping up Gunko too. You definitely thought Gunko was gonna be tough. I think Gunko
I
gonna be
still feel
tough.
like she gonna be tough. Now is she Emperor level? Absolutely not.
I don't think any of the fucking Holy Knights are dead,
I
but
got a feeling
they think
Shamrock and
Shamrock is.
Garling is up there. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to say it. Shamrock and Garling is up there. They are up there.
Oh, we almost forgot to talk about, but Loki looking up the rocks.
Oh
Speaking of God
yeah,
Valley and shit.
bro.
So
Rocks.
Loki catches no dubs.
So
Loki catches
basically,
no.
Loki is Luffy to Rocks, and Shanks. Yeah, Loki is Luffy. Shanks
I know
is
what you're trying to say.
Rocks is Shanks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Huh?
I say, yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's type fire. That is type fire. How they also, matter of fact, now that I think about it, that could lead to Loki joining the crew, or or and hear me out.
Nah, I want to hear you out. You say some bullshit. I sense it. I sense some bullshit. I like it.
Loki joins Blackbeard.
A little less bullshit, but I doubt it. I doubt it. Especially with Luffy here.
But I could
Uh,
see it, cause
that
like
sounds like a betrayal waiting to happen. Like I told you, that sounds like a
yeah,
betrayal waiting to
that's what
happen.
I'm saying. That's what okay. So you know where I'm going with it.
No, but it just sounds like a betrayal to me. It just sounds like a
Okay, let's
betrayal
just
to me.
say Loki joined the crew, right? After all this Elbaf bullshit, Loki joins the crew. Now, like they just showed, Loki looked up to Rocks, right?
Yeah,
Blackbeard is literally, at least me, I think so. I believe Blackbeard is a representation of what Rocks was.
that could be the case. We just gotta see. We haven't seen enough for
Yeah,
Rocks. You feel me?
that's
But
just my
definitely
little
possible.
theory.
Everyone says that.
That's just my
I,
little.
I've seen so many people say that shit. I gotta see more Rocks.
Yeah,
But
like you said, we do gotta see more Rocks to officially confirm that. But I feel like him naming his ship the Saber Zebek, like that,
yeah.
that's a little, that don't seem fishy. That don't seem a little funny.
Oh, we already also see like because the reason why the Rocks pirates failed was because they didn't get along and shit. We already see that
Yeah,
with like Whitebeard and Roxy.
yeah.
Whitebeard was like, "You ain't gotta do that, little bro. You don't gotta do all that. You don't gotta do all that. You don't need a sword to be the kid, bro.
He said, "Fuck
Calm your
that."
little ass down."
He said, "Fuck that. The world ain't nice out here."
I respect him for that shit. I respect him.
I really want to know what type of person Rocks was. Like, was he as evil as they making it seem, or was there like some type of uh cover up happening? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, cover up's entirely possible because it's a world government, but
Right. And what if it was like something rock? Like, okay, I don't know if you seen you probably haven't seen this. It's a One Piece movie called Film Z, and
I haven't seen
it's
any One Piece
not
movie.
filler, but it's this dude Zed. He used to be a Marine, but pirates killed his family. Da 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 da. So he ended up joining. He didn't end up being a. He quit the Marines, but he didn't become a pirate.
Yeah,
He became this neo Marine, and he was going to destroy these things called the three endpoints. And these three endpoints basically are like the cores of the world. If they are destroyed, the entire world burns, and it's gonna be like a wall of fire around the world.
Yeah.
Okay. But anyways, my bad. I just thought about something.
I ain't gonna hold you. I kind of zoned out. I would say, yeah, I don't even know what you say.
Oh my god. This okay. So where did you last what did you last hear?
I'm fucking
Oh my god.
up.
So I'm gonna start it over. It's a dude named Zed in this One Piece film Z. He used to be a Marine, but his family ended up getting
Yeah,
killed by some pirates, and like I forget what else happened, but some other shit happened. He ended up quitting the Marines, and he made his own navy called the Neo Navy. And basically,
yeah,
he wanted to kill every last pirate. You
yeah,
keeping up?
yeah.
So, in order to do that, he wanted to
That's
destroy these things called the three endpoints. Now, the three endpoints are like these things that are like oh shit. They're like cores of the world, and they like keep the world
yeah,
intact from burning. But if you blow up these endpoints, then the world will burn, and it will be like a wall of fire, literally going around the seas.
yeah.
So basically, my point is, what if rocks had the same type of thing? Not exactly the same thing, but something that the government did that made him go crazy and was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna burn the whole world down."
Mm. The wolf. That's why Blackbeard wanted to be a. He wants to join the government so he could get access to whatever that is.
Exactly. And I feel like with
I don't
Loki
know.
seeing that, because Luffy, if Loki end up joining the crew, Loki and Blackbeard are gonna end up meeting.
Yeah.
And if that happens and Blackbeard and Loki meet, I got a feeling Loki gonna be like, damn, he remind me a lot of Zebek.
Oh, see, that's where the difference between the betrayal was. I would say he betrayed Blackbeard. You're saying he'll betray Luffy. That's where the difference lied. That's where the difference lied.
Oh,
That's where the difference lied.
I'm just saying, bruh. Think about it. The person Blackbeard is literally, well, if it's true, if it's confirmed, is if it's true that Blackbeard is a representation of rocks, he's literally made to be Loki's idol.
I don't think Loki. I think if Loki joins though, like he gonna be. I don't know. I feel like it's bad for me to assume that for everyone who joins the crew, but shit.
I'm just saying, bro. With the possibility of that, Loki looking up to rocks, and like I said, if Loki joins the crew, they're gonna meet Blackbeard, and Blackbeard and Loki gonna be like, damn, he remind me a lot of rocks. And then Blackbeard gonna try to sweet talk his way for Loki to join the crew. Probably a way for him to steal Loki's devil fruit.
Whatever that is.
Exactly.
But want me to wrap the video?
Yeah. Yeah. Let's give it a rating. Rating.
What? Yeah, I give it an 8.
Yeah. I was gonna say like 8.5. I ain't gonna hold you.
Okay. All right, y'all. That's gonna be the end of this one. I post 4 times a week. He posts at least 3 times a week. I post anime manga content. He posts anime manga content, reactions to like YouTube videos, anime manga sometimes. He does reviews himself. I'll get y'all next review next week. We outbreak week. We expect it next week.
Okay. Next
Yeah.
week.
Matter of
Next
fact, if
week
he
it will
if he
be out.
doesn't get the next video up next week, subscribe to him on all platforms. All 191 of y'all, hit that unsubscribe button. If you don't get that, that's your video up next week. But yeah, consider subscribing to both our channels. Like the video if y'all liked it. We just kind of bullshit a lot of this video. And peace out.
We're gonna catch y'all later. Stretch the best out.